And we'll just kind of use the whole New Year's resolution thing. Hey, it's easy to sit there and go, man, I want to lose 20 pounds, but I never write it down. And then I just lose 2 and I go, I did all right. No, hold yourself accountable, right? That's the whole purpose of writing this thing down. So kind of going back and forth with, you got the firearms training notebook or just your personalized notebook, right? You want to write these goals down for the year. I don't care whether it's for, you personally, physically, financially, spiritually, whatever, it doesn't matter. Write them down, because that way you can go back and hopefully when you write down your goal, and it's no different with the firearms training notebook. If you sit there and go, hey, I'm looking to get a 2-second draw from a triple retention holster. Okay, cool. How are you going to do it? Have your plan. So just don't put the goal down there. Have your plan to execute. Hey, I'm going to dry fire this drill 2 days a week for at least 5 minutes for the next 30 days, whatever it is, right? Have some way that you can track or plan how you're going to execute your goals. Because too many times we need some arbitrary date, right? Like I can't stand New Year's resolutions. Why are you waiting to the new year? Were you thinking about it last year? Were you thinking about it last summer? When this thing pop in your head, man, if it pops in your head today, execute today. And it's just one thing I see people do. They wait for this arbitrary date. Or sometimes you see even better, right? Man, I don't want to start on the 1st. We'll roll it to the 10th. Why? Because I'm probably all liquored up today and I can't get out of bed. And dude, did you go work out today? If not, why? Get out there and get after it. So my point being is, whatever your goals are for this year, they're your goals, right? I don't really care what they are. Write them down. Have a place that you can look at them, that you can reflect and go, all right, how am I going to execute? Now I got it. You might just sit there and kind of start brainstorming and go, hey, I'm looking to do this and I want to lose some weight and stick some money in the bank and spend more time with my freaking wife and kids and all this other stuff. Cool. I don't care if you just start there, but you got to deep dive. How are we going to do it? If you want to spend more time with your wife, hey man, every Friday night, we're making it date night. Maybe we go get some wings. I don't know. Or swing by Skyline Chili. I don't know.
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
But
Oh yeah.
just have a plan. Have a plan. And if you're thinking about it today, do it today. Now, doesn't mean, hey man, you think about something tomorrow and you can't add it to your book, by all means. But don't have some fake bogus calendar that I've got to start. Well, I'm going to start 2 weeks from now because that's a better time. Nope. Start today.
Support for On the Range podcast is brought to you by manscaped.com. If you haven't been keeping that below the waistline clean, it's not too late. And the leader in the below the waistband grooming is here to make sure that you are smoother than ever. And join over 6 million men worldwide who have trusted Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. Get 20% off and free worldwide shipping by going to manscaped.com and using our promo code OTR20 at manscaped.com. Now, I've had accidents. I've had many accidents. But if you haven't experienced the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0, you're missing out, boys. You're missing out. Their unbelievable engineering reduces the risk of grooming accidents, cuts, nicks, ingrown hairs, all that stuff. It's good engineering, rechargeable, waterproof, just great stuff. It has everything you need. Again, visit manscaped.com. Use the promo code. Use the promo code, guys. Don't miss out. OTR20. Save yourself 20% and free worldwide shipping. Trust me, the ladies will love you for it.
Let's talk about journaling. So, reason I bring this all up, I had individual reach out to me. Not gonna lie, one of our patrons, is like, "Hey man, why do I need a journal?" I'm like, "Nobody. I don't do anything important." Listen, the journal is for you. You don't have to be Rick, right? You don't have to be whoever to journal. Journaling, in my opinion, is your journey. So, why am I so big on journaling now? It's it's one of my big regrets from the military that I did not journal when I was in. And we'll kind of get down the road on kind of what I do as far as journaling, but it would be great to look back January 2nd. Let's go to 1991. Whew. Some of you may have been alive, some of you might not have been. January 2nd, 1991, I believe I was somewhere up on the Saudi Iraqi border. But it'd be nice to know. But I got nothing to refer back to. So that was kind of my thing. It just would have been nice to look back in history and go, hey, what was I doing this day? Or 2001, or whatever the case may be. Um, but the thing is, you don't need to overcomplicate your journaling. Your journaling is a thing for you. So typically, my journal, I kind of journal a couple different ways. So for those of you that aren't aware, I got my notebook right here, my journal, if you want to say. Cry Freedom Ministries. It's a leather bound notebook, multi pages. I'll show you here in a second. But here's the beauty. Cry Freedom Ministries, this was basically built by a girl that was rescued from human trafficking. Leather bound, handmade. And it kind of goes back to that whole to free the oppressed, my special forces background. So that's why I like this. And the other beauty part is, again, nice little bungee cord. I'm going to try to get this in front here. Nice little bungee cord. So if you're listening, you're kind of missing out a little bit, but it's got a bungee cord that goes around it. And then inside, what you're going to see, and I've kind of shown you guys this a little bit. Bam, kind of our first one is just our Warhog tactical, notes. And then on the back side, kind of had the on the range podcast stuff. So stuff we're looking at for the podcast. Oh yeah, look at there. There's my workout. Ooh, accountability check. Bam. So I used to have, check this out. And I don't need this section anymore. I used to have my live and dry fire section in there, right? Prior to the firearm training notebook coming up. So you notice I haven't removed this because I still got pages in the notebook left. But once it goes, then obviously for me, that whole section will go away. And then I've kind of got my journal section right there. Now, here's the thing when it comes to journaling. So, if you guys have listened to me enough, I'm not a super fan of all this New Year's resolution crap because I think it's crap. I think it's an excuse. And here's why I think it's an excuse. Why do I need an arbitrary date on the calendar to start changing my life? No, start today. So if you went back to that accountability check, you didn't work out. If you're listening to the sound of my voice, you still got time in the day. Get a workout in. Do something, right? If you're an armed professional, get that dry fire in. It's critical to your survival. God forbid you're ever in that deadly force encounter. Hey, man, I want the skills to come back home to my family. Acts of kindness, depending where you're at in your day, you might be able to grab them, you might not. I get the biggest joy. I'm not going to lie. Man, I go to the post office a lot, right? Doing fulfillment, all this other stuff. Man, you see that person, and I'll wait. I'll hold that door open for them. And they're like utterly shocked. Why wouldn't you? Especially they got their hands full. The other day, lady with her stroller. And trust me, I know what it's like having grandkids, right? So yes, I remember having my own babies and trying to work through doors and everything else. But especially there's the double door, so it's just easy. Hold them both open. Go, hey man, have a free ride in, right? And then what are you grateful for? Man, when I take that first breath in the morning, man, that air fills my lungs. Man, I thank God first and foremost that I'm alive because that's a great thing.